Ladies and gentlemen, let me now introduce the second speaker of this session and actually the last but not least speaker of the conference. And the speaker will be Professor Claudio Ferri, who will talk on epidemics in cardio in the last 20 years. So he's coming to the behavioral, to the regular risks from before the pandemics. He's gonna talk on hypertension, coronary diseases. Well, Professor Ferri is the director of Division of Internal Medicine and Nephrology at the School of Internal Medicine, University of L'Aquila in Italy. He used to be the president of and the secretary of the Scientific Committee of Italian Society of Hypertension, key member of the Alliance of Cardiovascular Prevention. So, Professor Ferri, welcome. Good to have you with us, and the floor is yours.
Thank you very much for the kind invitation. The argument is of tremendous interest. So, three points in agenda: the past, the recent past, and the present challenging time. What about the past? Let me start from the real past. This is Masaccio, the starting point of the modern art. You can see on the left the arrival of perspective in the ability of painters, and therefore no more two-dimension by three-dimension for the first time in the history of art. And on the right, you can see the second revolution by Masaccio, the arrival of real life as a real-life study. It is not an ideal character. Eve and Adam, they are real, they are a man and a woman after the expulsion from the paradise. Now, why start from Masaccio? Because Masaccio was a very, very famous painter and died at 27 due to an infectious, probably, disease. It was stated that it was poisoned, but it is false. He died from an infectious disease. And if we look at data in the very past, we can see this is the Benedictine community in Northern Europe, that death was extremely common, even in persons living according to an healthy lifestyle. And you can see the crude annual rate of death was extremely high. And if we look at the data regarding life expectancy, we can see that, for instance, for a monk of the Benedictine community of 20 years of age, the mean expectation of life was 28 years. This is identical in non-monks. For instance, if you take a look to secular peers, therefore the noblemen in the same part of Europe, as you may see, none of them arrived to an age older than 75. And death were in all cases due to infectious disease. Atherosclerosis did exist even in the past, but it was never a cause of death. This is a very nice study conducted by CT scan in 3 different Greenlandic Inuit mummies, and as you may see, calcified plaques were present, but did not induce death in none of these 3 mummies.